Hey, welcome back. Michael Dowling again from Fernbank Science Center. This time what I'd like to show you is how to delve into one of the mission tiles once you've gone through that initial sequence of events on the game board. You'll notice on my screen that I've got the game board up, and I'd like to go into Rockhound. I just picked that one at random. It could go into any of the active tiles. Head coaches alone are going to use the game board. So what I'm going to do is open it up, see how it's organized, and make sure I understand how I think I'd like to use it for my school. Each school is essentially operating according to its own procedures at this point. You can have a pair of students doing an event. You can have every child on your quote-unquote team trying to do all of the activities, or you could have anywhere in between. You could have 3 groups of 2 and one person working on his or her own trying to complete all of the activities according to whatever schedule you'd like. Whatever works best and is most easy to coordinate for you. All right, here we go. When I go into Rockhound, what you'll notice is that it opens up a screen that has a very similar structure to the learning how to use the game board screen. It's got a nice colorful tile. There are going to be stickers available so that when student groups complete these activities, you can award them with a nice colorful sticker. And you'll notice that in the overview, it gives you some of the information that was clearly copied from the event itself. So it talks about how students are going to obtain, evaluate, and communicate information about attributes of color. This sounds very similar to the Georgia Standards of Excellence, doesn't it? So some of the information was pulled from our Standards of Excellence, the GSEs, and some from the Science Olympiad Manual. The whole point is that these activities support your educational efforts in the classroom, but they're supposed to be fun for the students as well. And ideally, they're learning while they're having a good time. As I scroll down, what you'll see is that the challenges are set off pretty nicely in different boxes. Each one has a place where you can mark it as complete. When you decide that your team is finished according to whatever criteria you come up with, there's a place where you can add notes. For example, when I look at the first numbered challenge, number 1, students will do a variety of rock activities, from creating a virtual rock collection. That sounds like an online thing, where maybe they're putting together and curating photographs of different rocks that they find on websites, or maybe they're taking their own photographs of rock samples that you have in the classroom. They're going to learn about the 6 different types of rock. I thought there were only 3 types, so it sounds like maybe I need to do some investigation myself, right? I only know about igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. I need to find out what these other 3 are. I'm going to explore how these rocks are formed. I thought I knew that, but it looks like I need to find out more, and how the rock cycle works. It then refers me to a rock quiz in the resources down below. Remember, below all of the challenges, there is a list of resources. And in this case, the resource list is pretty substantial. There's a lot of cool stuff there. Now, the challenge quiz is right here. Maybe it's an online thing. Maybe it's a PDF that I'll print out. Let's click on it and see what it is. So if I open this up, oh, it's online. It's taking me to a new page. And you can see that it's using learner.org to allow each student or each student group to create a virtual rock collection. That's kind of interesting. And it's pretty easy to see how to start. You just click begin. Now, what you'll want to do is somehow figure out how student results when they test their skills come back to you. So, as with all things educational, you'll probably want to test this out by doing it on your own before you set students off to do it. That way, if there's only one shot at a quiz, you'll know to let them know to learn everything before they try it. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying a quiz if you get to take it again. And our goal here is education. It's not to penalize people for being eager, maybe over-eager, to test out all the features before they've done all the learning. We want to make sure that the students are happy and that they're learning as they go. And our format this year is very flexible to accomplish that. My challenge for this first one, suppose I have more than one pair of students who wants to do it. When do I mark it as complete? How do I do this? That's up to you. You're free to organize your information on a spreadsheet or in a notebook for that matter. But you might also want to use the notes here. You might simply ask the students, hey, when you are finished putting together your virtual rock collection and when you've taken the quiz and you'd like me to check you off so that you can work towards the next things or so that I can verify that you're ready to get your sticker when you're complete, what I'd like you to do is send me your name by an email or some other mechanism. In the notes, what I might do is write down the students who finished this challenge. So suppose that Jake and Estella finished this, and they gave me as a date. They did it in the beginning of January, right when we came back to school. Maybe it was, I don't know, January 10th. So I'm going to put 01/10/2021. And, I'm going to have to record that score. Maybe I need that. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Might as well write it down. Suppose the quiz is 10 questions. They got 9 of them right. So we'll record their paired score as 9 of 10. Now, when the next group finishes, I've got something that I can copy so that I know what information I'm going to need. If you only have one pair doing it, that's fine. But another pair may decide later that they'd also like to try this tile. There's no reason to limit them. As many students as you would like can complete this tile. I hope this is helpful to getting you into Expedition ESO in 2020. The format is dramatically different, but the need for education and fun is always with us, even during these COVID times. And I think that your students are really going to enjoy it. I'm looking forward to delving into this rock hound tile myself. I want to find out what those other 3 types of rock are. If you know, send me an email. All right, bye everybody.